What's up, everybody? What's good? Assalamu alaikum. Y'all know what it is, man, on the Ramadan Telethon, day 3, man. Assalamu alaikum, man. Rahmatullahi to all my Muslim brothers and sisters all over the globe. Enjoying, finishing day 3 of this blessed month of Ramadan, in which Muslims globally spend it in fasting and reflection and thanking the Lord to Allah, man, for everything He's given us this past year. Ask Him to forgive us our sins and shortcomings, man. Just think about, a time of reflection. Like I said, man, it's such a beautiful time, man. I had a wonderful fast today, man. Wonderful fast, man. Nice and peaceful. Got my prayers in, got my Quranic reading in. I worked on some other things, man. But yeah, I'm glad y'all joined me, man. What's up, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? But this one, day 3, this Ramadan Telethon, this is going to be really, really personal. You see these nice, beautiful thobes that your boy be coming on here with. This one I got on in particular. And thobes are the robes, that you see the Muslim brothers wearing when we go pray. So we don't be doing no sagging or nothing like that. When we prostrate, then no, we don't be seeing no butter cracks, none of that. We got to have decorum and be comfortable. You see this joint, this fire right here. This is my Wakanda. And this one has like all the ones, not all of them, but several that I have, is the basis for this discussion tonight we gonna have, all right? And you see it, I want you to look at it, right? This was made by an African brother in one of the masjids that I travel to, all over the country, man. Him and his wife. They come into the masjid and they fit brothers, You try and get some nice stoves made, they tell you tell them what colors you want and all that. And they size you up and all that and, get you right. They get you right, So, you see this beautiful white Wakanda that I got with the gold inlays. This was made by a Nigerian brother, Papa Wade. Salamu alaikum, Papa Wade. He probably not watching, he's such a busy brother. And Mama Wade. They size me up and get me right and tight. And why I'm mentioning Papa Wade and his wife for being my exclusive thobe maker is because him and his wife, his daughter, he has a dojo over in Charlottesville, Virginia. He has a dojo, right? And when I go pick him up, I go to the dojo, because he teaches jiu-jitsu and all that. And he'll have somebody bring it out to me, if he's teaching class. And this particular thobe, this white one that I got on right now, his daughter Miriam brought it out to me. Miriam is Arabic for Mary, the mother of Jesus. Peace be upon him. And his daughter Miriam brought this out to me, man. Beautiful young sister, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I was like, oh, they had it in the plastic. I was hyped. You got the pants to go with it and all that. But I'm telling you this story about Papa Wade and his daughter Miriam because that same young, beautiful sister lost her life along with her brother. They drowned in a river, over in Charlottesville. And it broke me down. I mean, like they were my children, man. It broke me down to the point that I didn't see, next time I saw Papa Wade, I went and did the TV show 60 Days In and all that. So when I came back and saw Papa Wade, I went to the mosque, on Friday for Juma. And immediately he comes in. Of course, he's bringing his elderly father in and getting him a seat in the mosque so he can pray. These are Nigerian brothers, And as soon as he seen me, listen, this brother has the biggest, beautifulest, prettiest smile, white teeth, and he just starts smiling. And I immediately broke down. I broke down in his brother's arms, man. I mean, I was crying profusely. I mean, tears running down. And I just wanted to tell him, I'm so sorry for what happened to your children. I just heard I was in North Carolina doing a TV show. And let me tell you the power and the beauty of Islam. This man that lost his 2 children last year, he smiled at me and he held me. He said, brother, it's going to be all right. He said, brother, it's going to be all right. Who would you want your children with more than God? They're in safe hands now until I meet them again. And that right there, listen, that's Islam. That's faith. You know, as parents, or as we all are, that's probably one of our biggest fears. I know it's mine. I want my children to bury me. I don't want them to. I don't want to bury them. And that's solely up to Allah, to Allah. That's up to God. You know, but seeing him with me crying over the loss of his children and his beautiful daughter that brought me the dough when I came and got it, and him telling me it's going to be all right. Who better for your children to be with than Allah? That's Islam. So when you see me posting about Gaza and what the brothers and sisters going through in Palestine, listen, this is the beauty of our religion. You know, and I tell people, if you don't have no compassion or don't feel some type of way about 100,000 people getting murdered in the last 2 years in Palestine, with your country, with your tax money paying for these weapons, because the government is trying to steal Palestine from the Palestinians. If you don't feel some type of way, then all I can say, man, that you're inhumane. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, or whatever you are, man. It don't really matter. You know, if you don't feel for that, if you don't feel for the brothers over in Africa, man, that are dying in their minds so we can have cobalt for these cell phones that we play with and all that I'm making this video with, you're inhumane. You're not human, man. And for this brother to lose his children and still be smiling while I was crying, feeling the hurt for him, thinking about my own children, that is one of the beauties of Islam that can never be negated. That's why Muslims have the willpower to continue on, because we know the victory is with Allah in the hereafter. You know, you can achieve victory in this world, you know, but just because you don't, that doesn't mean that you won't achieve victory in the hereafter. And when every time I put the stove on and I pray, I make prayers for his children, man, that they are comfortable in the barzakh, the life after this world. I pray for Papa Wade and Mama Wade, man, that they can keep being the strong, beautiful examples of what Muslims are and how we endure. Because you will have good and bad days, as we all know. You know, Allah says in the Quran, do you think that you will make it to paradise without being tested? And it could be tests of loss of lives, loss of wealth, loss of health, you know, and that's, you know, so important about some of these things are self-inflicted. As far as the health thing, you got to really start taking care of yourself. You know, the food, a lot of the food in these supermarkets in America is poison. And, you know, if you're not reading labels and understanding what you're eating, then you're just continually poisoning yourself and your family. Real talk. You know, you don't have to go get these, you know, cosmetic surgeries and all that because, you know, you don't have the willpower or the discipline to eat good. You know, health is wealth. But Allah says, do you think you will make it to paradise without being tested? And Papa Wade and Mama Wade, to lose 2 children in the same day, I mean, it's unbelievable. And when you see these beautiful people, man, like I said, the smile radiates. And, you know, and I feel honored. I feel honored that I know that Miriam gave me this stove. And when I wear it, I pray to her. I pray for her father and mother, her other siblings that are still alive. That is a very traumatic thing to go through. But in this month of Ramadan, man, this is where the Muslims, we constantly beckon to Allah and ask him for everything, man. Thank him for everything. I thank him for my health, that I could come talk to you tonight, that I have 4 healthy children. You know, my mother is still alive, my sister, my nieces, you know, all my family members, man. You know, all my friends. You know, that's why, you know, I'm so big on, you know, telling people I love them. That's why I'm so big on taking care of myself. You know, I ain't got to run around and do this, that, and the third, man. I'm going to eat good. I'm going to eat healthy, man. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to speak good to people. You know, that's one thing that being Muslim embodies about, as far as having good character. We not beat artists, or we shouldn't be. We ain't scammers or schemers. Now, that ain't the characteristic of the Muslim. The characteristic of the Muslim, when you lose your children and you say, who better for my children to be with than God? That's the characteristics of them brothers and sisters over in Gaza, celebrating Ramadan tonight amidst the rubble. They have lost all their children, their livelihood, their homes. You know, that is the beauty of Islam, and that's one of the reasons I love being Muslim. You know, I'm Muslim before anything. Let's not get that confused. You know, everybody is caught up on this race thing. And, you know, like last night I told you the story about the white brother I let lead the prayer in prison. There is no racism in Islam, man. That's why I said I'm Muslim before anything. Because your belief and your faith will get you to paradise, not what color you are. Being black ain't gonna get you to paradise. You ain't got no one-way ticket. Being white ain't gonna get you there. Being Spanish, that, you know, I'm not saying don't love what you are, your culture and your nationality, but you don't love that over your faith and your relationship with God. That's why I'm Muslim first and foremost. I'm a black man second. All right. Like I said, being a black man, that don't matter to Allah. But being a Muslim, one who submits, one who has good deeds, one who is not out here harming the people, taking advantage of the people, one who's out here praying and giving charity, you know, which I'll explain later as we continue with the Ramadan telethon. I'm going to explain it's called zakat that we have to give. Muslims have to give 2.5% of their yearly earnings. And in the month of Ramadan, we got something called zakat al-fitr. You know, fitr is our festival. I'm going to explain the celebrations that the Muslims are allowed to have that we partake in. But yeah, you know, and I just wanted to come on here and share that with y'all real quick. You know, I'm telling you, when I put this on, I feel like I was King T'Challa, man, and the Black Panther, man. And I want to thank Papa Wade and his wife, man, for taking care of me, man, and looking after me, man. I want to thank them for teaching me how to be a better Muslim and to handle adversity, you know. So tomorrow, we're going to get back and reconvene, man. You know, I'm about to slide to the side. I got some things to do. I got to go fill my belly, man. Thank the Lord for making this fast easy for me, you know, and for the brothers and sisters around the world. And we're going to get back tomorrow, man. Day 4, inshallah, man. Thank you all for joining, man. Tell your loved ones you love them, man. Develop your relationship with God if you haven't. That's the #1 relationship. Everything else comes after that, man. You know, your relationship with God will teach you how to treat your family, your wife, and your siblings, and your mother and your father. All the respect and the things that I love about being Muslim, man. So until tomorrow, day 4, your man is signing out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the Muslims all over the world. Peace.